Did you know that we're reincarnations of the woman coming out of Mitzrayim? We kind of need to know our mission right now because we're supposed to be doing some super amazing things to affect all of humanity. And how are we supposed to know what they are? In the year Tafshin and Aleph and Nun Beis, the Rebbe gave us very clear instructions that seemed like it was just saying the same old things, but it obviously was not. Parshas Yisrael is the idea of Torah that was always there, but hidden. It wasn't accessible. Now we're able to reveal what was hidden because this is our Torah for now, the new Torah of Mashiach. What was the Rebbe saying in this talk of Chavtei Shvat, Parshas Yisrael? The Rebbe talks about the 22nd of Shvat, Rabbi Chaya Mushka, the Chaya, the Mushka, the essence, the life, the 22, and then kind of finishes off that now women and girls need to do those 3 mitzvahs even more so. Like, okay, like we were doing Chala, Nida, Adlakas Neris for years. Why is this like, okay, now do it. And this is like the purpose of the whole creation. You're going to affect all of existence because of these 3 mitzvahs that you've been doing for years. Okay, maybe we could say the girls should light, but it seems something more here. It obviously is something very different than was for years. Not that it wasn't meaningful and beautiful for years, but there's something here that is an additional. Throughout the talk, the Rebbe talks about this idea of the unification of existence. Matan Torah was the beginning of being able to unify spiritual and material, and slowly over time, and specifically 3 time periods from the Frierdiker Rebbe, then the Rebbe's Nesias, and then Rabbi Chaya Mushka, are 3 different time periods that different things were accessible and available for us. And specifically now, that the body could rejuvenate the soul. That the mushka, the spice that we smell on Matzah Shabbos, gives our soul new life. So these 3 mitzvahs, let's go into them. Chala. How do we add in chala? How do we take existence and unify that this is spiritual with chala? You know, you ever had that idea that you've been doing something for a long time, and let's say you had to lay in bed for a long time, or your eye had to be covered, and suddenly when you take it off, it has new life, new purpose, new meaning, new beauty. When we prepare our food, we could prepare it, or we could prepare it. We could enjoy the process. And I mean really enjoy it. My life is here to be enjoyed. And that means when I'm cutting the pepper, that right then I'm cutting the pepper and there's nothing more important. And I can look at the texture and the color and marvel at it. And when I'm buying in the store something special, because my time limits to make it truly beautiful is to buy the dip, and I take my time choosing which dip I am drawn to more, and then my family sits down and enjoys that, and it brings added pleasure to our home. That's adding in chala. Hadlakas Neris. I should have done this one first, because Hadlakas Neris is the idea of being a light for the home. How could I be a light for the home? And I've tried this both ways, okay? So I know I need time to rejuvenate and time for myself and all that. But I could take that time in 2 different ways. I could take it that I'm doing this and have to do it in order to have time for everyone else, to give to everyone else, or I could take the time because I am breathing new life into my soul. And so when I stretch or I sip that coffee, I just sit there and sip it in, and I take both my hands and I put it around the mug and I breathe it in. And I'm really careful with what my eyes see, what my ears hear, and what my mouth says. Because I am worth it. I am sacred. My space is sacred. And when I breathe in and my body feels me taking that space because I'm worth of that space, my body says, oh my goodness, you are so full of love. You are a light. And then automatically when I come back out, I am a light to my family because I am worth it. And Nida, I think, is the end, the last. Why? Because if I'm doing the first two, if I'm nourishing, if I'm being a light, then Nida, then automatically my passion is back in me. Automatically my love is there. My peacefulness, my allowance to receive. And when I'm in that space of allowing goodness and pleasure to come to me, my relationship blossoms. And the dynamic in the home is one of warmth and love. And this affects all of existence. So what I'm doing, it's not just peeling the pepper. I'm affecting all of existence. And I know I sound like, oh my goodness, okay, so how do I get to that level and whatever? No. Just by deciding it. Just by deciding I'm worth it. I'm worth the time it takes to sit down and record this video. I'm worth the time it takes to get dressed in the morning because, you know, when I put on that lipstick or I line my eyes or I take time putting on my sheitel, I am worth it. And I take the time looking at the beauty of the color, and the beauty of these eyes Hashem gave me, and everything is unified. And I breathe life into myself, into my home, into all of existence for all time. And if you knew you were affecting all of existence, you would take all the time you need. So with that, wishing you a wonderful week. And may this strength be that we're accessing in this week, give us that next level, being able to lean into ourselves and our bodies giving our soul life. Take care. All the best.